I've got a series of clips here. Some of them I saw online. Some of them somebody sent me. Now, I don't subscribe to this channel. I don't watch their content. So some people say, oh, it's taken out of context. Taken out of context. I'm open to that. Okay, so I just want to say, if they've made an entire segment on this, I'm not going to pay money to get behind a paywall to watch their stream, okay? If they made a segment, link me the segment, and I will make a follow-up video. If you truly believe that the following clips I'm going to show you, I've got 4 clips here. If you truly believe that this is misrepresentation, and I'm open to that. I want to be fair on my show, right? And I recognize that clips often, you know, there's oftentimes some weird stuff with clips. Okay, so I recognize that. But at the same time, they put all their shows behind a paywall, so it's like, you know, I don't know. So, like, I'm not really going to do the work here. But maybe if you think I misrepresented any claims here, I'm willing to make a follow-up with the full video. I personally don't believe that that's necessary. The Young Turks is my perception at this moment, is sucking up the Daily Wire energy. What do I mean by that? It is an organization that has relatively, in a certain sphere of influence, large amounts of sway. And they are making a calculated pivot to the right. And this has been happening for years. Right? It's been slow, right? But it has been happening for years. And it's been accelerating. Now I ask you a question, right? And I made a video about Anna Kasparian's birthing people thing, like this tirade that she went on because she's a fucking moron. She's a fascist. I'm sorry. If you don't like minorities, you're a fascist. That's just full stop, okay? And I'm going to get into this clip in a second. Let's leave it on for B-roll, though. On mute. Anyway. When someone can say... Now, Anna Kasparian, 3 months prior to her, like I hate trans people tirade, she made the exact opposite argument. She made the argument that we all made against her when she made her little tirade. Right? So she goes 3 months... to trans people are great, trans women are women, we love trans people. 3 months later, man, these uppity trannies and their selfishness. Now, I accept that people can change their minds. But do people... Anna Kasparian is a trained... She has been in media, right? For what? 20 years? 15 at least? 20 years, though? Like, she's been in media for a long time. She is well trained in media, right? She knows what she's doing. This infantilizing behavior, like whenever someone we like does something stupid, oh, they don't mean it. You see this with the Cornel West stuff. Oh, Cornel West is just accidentally going on a bunch of neo-Nazi shows. It's totally by accident. He didn't mean it. Really? I mean, really? I mean, hey. If you want to say that these people are just dumb, they're just dummies, they're stupid motherfuckers, and it's not a grift, it's not a calculated pivot to the right for money, I'm open to that. I'm open to the idea that they're just fucking stupid motherfuckers, they're just dumb shit for brains cocksuckers, right? I'm open to that. If you want to debate that, right? Are they grifting, or are they just genuinely fucking stupid? Really, honestly, it's debatable. But before I get into this clip, I want to talk about something real quick, a fundamental, before we start this. Sports. Now, first of all, no one gives a fuck about sports, and you know it. Sports are inherently, by design, unfair. All human beings are different. A great example is Michael Phelps, who has an extraordinarily rare genetic mutation that allows him, when he trains to be a swimmer, it allows him to have like a larger wingspan or some shit, which makes him swim better. Now, are genetics the only factor? No, right? You can have that 1 in a million genetic mutation and sit on your ass and eat potato chips and never jump into sports, right? It's multifaceted, okay? So, sports inherently are unfair. Unfair. Now, I ask you this. What is the root? What is one of the core fundamentals of capitalism? Now, infinite growth is one of them, but so is competition. Now, I love competition in certain areas. For those of you that don't know, I am a Doom speedrunner, the 1993 video game. So, I love playing video games competitively. That's fun. But I'm not creating multi-billion-dollar industries based on playing video games competitively. Why? Because that's fucking cringe, and it's inherently unfair. But Michael Phelps isn't the only example. Now, when we're talking about trans people in sports, we're oftentimes talking about transgender kids in sports. I don't know why people seem to forget their childhoods. Possibly they're traumatized, but during childhood, you go through puberty. And puberty happens for different people at different times. Some people start puberty at 9. Some people start at 14. So if school sports are supposed to be fair, in middle school, you often see, like, there's story after story, middle school parents going to games. That's a tranny. That's a, get them up. It completely ignoring that someone can go through puberty a couple years earlier and have massive sports events. Like, I just need people to understand that this whole entire conversation is fundamentally stupid. And it's a proxy for I hate transgender people, but I'm too much of a pussy little bitch to say it verbatim. Okay? Cenk Uygur and Anna Kasparian hate you if you are trans. They don't like you. They discriminate against you, and they propagandize against you. They're also too afraid to own up to it. Now they will in the future. I guarantee you Anna Kasparian and Cenk Uygur a year or two from now are going to go on the fuck the trans people campaign. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. I'm willing to bet on it. But this is how it always starts. Look at the legislation that we had in this country. It started off as, well, the trans people in sports is unfair, and now it's, oh, if you're trans, we're going to ban you from going to the doctor. It's the same pipeline. I also want to say this when it comes to transgender people in sports. Do you know how many transgender people lose? Do you know how many transgender people lose in sports? Think about it. Off the top of your head. When's the last time you read a story? Transgender participant loses in a sports competition. Gets 7th place. Gets 26th place in a marathon. When's the last time you read that article? When a transgender person loses, no one cares. It's not news. When a transgender person wins, it's unfair. It's evil. People are going to send them death threats. They're going to have to hire private security firms to keep them safe. People are going to go to sporting events and harass them. So what is the dilemma here for transgender sports participants? If you do too well, you will never succeed. There is no road to success. Because if you win, it's not a real win. If someone who is 14 years old, or let's just, even better, middle school. If someone who is 12 years old wins at some, competition for the middle school league, but they went through puberty 2 years earlier than average, do people go, oh, that's a fake win? They didn't really win? Or do people give them the trophy and clap and say, good job? Right? So think about this. Think about this, okay? And now let's watch.
And that what I just saw with my own eyes is not an anecdote. The polling bears it out.
Yeah.
This is not a winning issue for us. It is what it is.
In the 1960s, approximately 60% of Americans thought that black people marching for civil rights were uppity and they shouldn't get what they want. That's what America thought. Oh, why should black people vote? I mean, look at them. Why should they vote? Ugh. And then they got the right to vote. Then what was it? Busing. Segregation. Does anyone remember that? Remember the busing debate? 60 to 70% of Americans. I mean, black people should vote. I mean, let's be fair, but I don't think black kids should go to school with my beautiful Aryan children. Right? 60 to 70% of the country. That's what they believed. In the 1990s, during the Don't Ask, Don't Tell era, how many people in this country supported gay rights? There was a genocide of gay people in this country in the 1980s and 90s. People don't know that because it was covered up. The AIDS crisis was a targeted, purposeful genocide by the Ronald Reagan administration. That's a genocide. They targeted the gay community and committed a genocide. Do you know that? Did you know that? I mean, maybe if you watch my show, you knew that. Why though? Because gay people were unpopular. No one gave a fuck if gay people died. No one gave a fuck because it was unpopular. It's a losing issue. When Martin Luther King Jr. described the theory of the white moderate. Now, I understand Cenk Uygur and Anna Kasparian, they'll claim that they're not white. Anna Kasparian also will claim that she's not white sometimes when it tactically, benefits her. But they personify the perspective of the white moderate. These uppity trans people asking for equal rights. How dare they? Now, I'm not saying trans people should be in jail. I'm just saying that they should be far away from us and our kids. Separate, but equal. Separate, but equal. I don't want to kill the trans people. I just want them far away from me because they're kind of icky and gross. Where have we heard this before?
You do what you want with that information.
Well, the advocates and activists for the transgender community would respond with, "We don't care about the politics, right? We don't care."
Okay,
about,
but then don't come. No, I gotta say it.
Let me just finish my thought, Jake, for
okay,
1
go
second.
Ahead, go ahead.
Okay, they'll say that, but
these motherfuckers like bicker like a married couple who's like, they both got dementia. They both don't know where they are anymore. Like,
okay, you don't care about the politics? Let's just, for once in your life, think strategically about what that means. That means black people don't get the right to vote. That means slaves don't get freed. That means gay people can't get married. That's what she's saying. I need you to understand, if you are transgender, Anna Kasparian hates you. She is using her platform to pull people from the left to the right. To the right. These people are right-wing propagandists. But are people in the Young Turks audience, right? If the Young Turks audience come across a Ben Shapiro or a Matt Walsh video, they're going to rightfully go, these guys are kind of full of it. But the Young Turks audience, who's been around people like this for a long time, they respect them, they're going to go, well, maybe, Cenk and Anna, they're progressives. They've been there for a while. Maybe they're right on this. Maybe the trannies shouldn't be equal. Maybe separate but equal is the good policy. Maybe black people shouldn't have the right to vote. I don't know. Because I'm seeing it. You look at comment sections, you look at the Twitter replies, you look at all of it, and you'll see left-wingers arguing against trans rights because the polls, their entire worldview, their entire perspective on philosophy, on equal rights, on civil rights is the polls. What do the polls say? Trans people are great. 6 days later. Oh, fuck them. I hate the transes. Because these people don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They don't fucking care about you at all. To people like Anna Kasparian, Cenk Uygur, in the liberal mindset,
Minorities are an inconvenience. Disabled people, trans people, black people are an inconvenience. These people want socialism for them, but not for these weird uppity groups that they don't like. They want to get universal health care so that they can benefit, but the minorities, well, fuck them. Because they don't care. If you're gay, you're inconvenient. They roll their eyes at you. Ugh, do we have to support these people? Ugh, do we have to care about disabled people during a pandemic? Ugh, do we have to care about trans people during a trans genocide? Ugh. Do we have to care about black people during a police brutality epidemic? Ugh. I just want my free healthcare. I just want my student loan cancellation. And these uppity, selfish trans people want civil rights?
That you're going to continue pushing the Democratic Party to unequivocally support everything that the trans activists want, even
they don't. And also, when the fuck did these people become such hardcore Democratic Party shills? Now, some people will say they've always been that way. I disagree. So let me get this straight. In this fever dream, coked up, shit for brains mind of the dumbest motherfucker who's ever had a fucking popular television show, Anna Kasparian I'm talking about, trans people are gonna control the Democratic Party. So trans people are gonna take over the Democratic Party somehow, and then that's gonna cause the Democrats to lose because the Democrats are listening to the trans people. What? What? What?
if it's unpopular among the electorate. That means they're not getting reelected. That means they're going to lose to Republicans. Republican lawmakers who are passing draconian, disgusting legislation in various states right now as we speak against the transgender community.
It's your fault. Uppity transgenders, they want civil rights? Come on, just settle for being a second-class citizen already. They're gonna kill you if you don't just settle for being a third-class citizen. They're gonna kill you if you don't just settle for being a fourth-class citizen. They're gonna kill you if you don't just settle for being a fifth-class citizen. Don't worry, guys, I'm on your side. I hate being lied to. I would rather the stupid fucking bitch just say it. Just say it, you stupid fucking bitch. Say it. Say you hate us. Just fucking be honest. You stupid fucking cocksucker.
So how does that make you win exactly?
No, that is incredibly selfish of activists who are betraying their own community. Because when you say
Martin Luther King Jr. betraying his own people by demanding equal right to vote. How dare they? Martin Luther King Jr. hates black people. Black people should just settle for being segregated. Come on now. If you get too uppity, then the white people are just gonna kill you all. We're on your side. These people are fascists. Full stop. Full stop. If you can't see that, you're dumb and you're a sellout. And I just want to take this opportunity real quick in the middle of this video because we still got a lot to go. If you are a member of the Young Turks audience and you follow along with this, you pay them, you support any of these people, I'm sorry, but you need to rethink what the fuck you're doing. If you are a member of the Young Turks cast and crew, because I know a lot of people who work with and for the Young Turks, they follow me. I don't know if they watch all of my videos. I don't know. Are you really okay with this? Are you really okay with fascists being the most popular people on your network? Are you okay with that? Are you?
because they seem okay. They seem okay with it. Where's the rest of the Young Turks? How many people are on there, right, that I'm supposed to pretend to respect? Right? Like, you got Nina Turner, right? You got all those other people. I don't watch any other shows, I'll be honest. Are they going to do anything? Are they going to speak out against this at all in any real way? At best, you're going to get like a tweet saying, wow, I disagree. Are they going to put their money where their mouth is? Are they going to stage a walkout? Are they going to use their TYT union to push back against this? No, they're not, because they don't care. I need you to understand, the people that do shows on the Young Turks, they don't give a shit either. They don't give a fuck either. And why is that? Because if they did, they would fight for you. But they're not. Politics is a brand. So you'll see people on the Young Turks network say, we love trans people, we love trans people. It's a brand. It's the hat they're wearing. It's the shoes they're wearing. It's the logo on their t-shirt. They want people to think they support trans people. Now, I have a question for you. What would happen? People love to tell me, oh, you know that, Cenk and Anna, man, like, everyone else disagrees with them, right? You know that everyone else, they don't agree, right? You know that, right? I mean, it's not all of them, right? I'm supposed to believe this. So tell me, let's game this out. Let's think about this strategically. Let's think about this for a moment. Let's say everyone on the Young Turks network calls out the fascists on the main show together in unison. Is Cenk Uygur going to fire his whole staff? Is Cenk Uygur going to fire everyone? Is he going to fire Nina Turner? Is he going to fire Ida Rola? Is he going to fire all these other guys? All of them. If they unionized and stood up for trans rights together and called out these fucking neo-Nazi cunt fucks, is Cenk Uygur going to really fire all of the talent? Now, maybe he will. And think about it. Cenk Uygur is going to fire everyone on the Young Turks network, and then they're all going to what? Go independent? And then they're all going to get a shitload of support from the Young Turks audience, which is going to mass exodus from these freaks? These total fucking freaks? But they don't care. They're not willing to put their money where their mouth is and take even a small risk. Really, though, what's the risk? Think about it. What's the risk? That you're going to get fired in a very high-profile public way? That's the risk? In a way that you'll probably make a lot of money in the result? I mean, look at Jimmy Dore. He got fired, and then he got a shitload of cash. They don't care about you. I need you to understand this, okay? Until they do anything about their sphere of influence, they don't give a fuck about you. Actions speak louder than words. Oh, but it's like, you see, they don't want to get fired, man. It's like internal politics, bro. It's like, excuses, excuses. So come on down to my show and tell me how much all these Young Turks hosts give a shit about trans people. Tell me how much they care. Really? Do they care? Think about it. Do they really care? Oh, but the Young Turks has trans people on their network. Oh, look at them. Look how it's charity. Look how nice they are. They have 1 or 2 trans people on the network. Oh, they're so great people. How do you feel? How do you think the 1 or 2, I don't know how many trans people work at TYT. I know at least 1 or 2. How do you think they feel? Having to listen to their boss publicly attack them over and over, and their coworkers watch and do nothing about it. How do you think they fucking feel? How do you think the transgender TYT employees feel about the most prominent people on the network shitting all over them and everyone else in the room just going, oh, well. You have no solidarity. You're not a leftist. Leftism is a brand for these Young Turks affiliated people. And I also want to take a moment to talk about these people that aren't affiliated with the Young Turks, but also are relatively popular, you got to call this shit out, man. Now, again, I'm going to play the rest of the clip because there is worse stuff here that I want to get into, but I just want to give the bulk of my criticism to a lot of people here. Whatever show you watch in the left-wing media sphere, I want you to tell them that this shit has gone too far. Think about it, right? Think about it. Okay. Let's game this out, right? Let's use our logical processing for a moment here. What do left-wing news shows cover? The news, elections, politics, elections. Do left-wing news shows have any actual influence on national elections? No, they don't. Screaming to the void. Now, am I saying that you shouldn't cover national? Of course not. It's important. Keep your audience informed. But at the end of the day, your sphere of influence is localized. It is not a national sphere of influence. These 100,000, 200,000, 500,000 subscriber left-wing news shows, they have a localized sphere of influence. Almost everyone that watches a lot of these shows, and I'm not going to name names here, everyone that watches these shows knows who the Young Turks are. And you should take that sphere of influence and make sure that your audience is rightfully educated on these issues and knows that these people are fucking out of control. Right? Because if you don't, where's the solidarity? Think about it. You can talk about trans people in the news, and you should, about the transgender legislation going on in red states, but is a YouTube show with 300,000 subscribers really going to move the needle in Missouri, in Montana, in Oklahoma on trans rights? Now, again, it's good to keep people informed. I'm not saying you should stop that, but where can you move the needle? Where can you actually make change in a localized sphere of influence? But they're not going to do it. Maybe they will. I don't know. I have faith in a couple of these guys. A couple of them pretty good guys. I feel like they might. But you're not going to see anyone on the Young Turks network. You're not going to see them call this out because they don't give a fuck about you if you're trans. They don't give a shit about you. You think any of these people care about trans people more than their own cash? Do you really? Think about it, man. I know I don't want to be here and tell you. I don't want to be the person to tell you all your favorite podcasters are garbage. But like, I mean, honestly though, think about it. Think about it. What do they like more? Money or solidarity? Money or a big house? Money or frequent access to food? Money? And again, that's the thing, is it's not even about money. Because if they actually chose solidarity, I fucking guarantee you they would make more money. If they stood up to Cenk Uygur and Anna Kasparian, the neo-Nazi fascist fucks on the main show, if they stood up to them and let's say Cenk fired like 4 high-profile news show hosts, they would make a shitload of money going independent. So it's not even about the money. At the end of the day, these guys, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about you. The moment that they choose to put their money where their mouth is, I'll change my tune. But until then, they don't give a fuck. I don't care how much you respect them. This is the straw that's breaking the camel's back for me. Fuck them. Fuck them. They all need to unionize now. They should be, and maybe they are. Hey, maybe they are. I don't know, right? I'm not an insider. Maybe they are. But until that happens, I can't respect anybody affiliated with TYT. If you are affiliated in any way with TYT and you are not doing everything you can to stop these motherfucking freak shows, then go fuck yourself. You're just as bad. Politics is a brand to you. You don't care about trans people. So own up to it. Just say it. Just say we hate trans people and we don't care. Because this, you know what I fucking hate? And I've said this before. I hate liars and I hate gaslighters. Now, gaslighting is a subset of lying. When people tell me that they support trans rights and then they act like this, Or people tell me they support trans rights, but then they love people like this. Or people tell me they support trans rights, but they're afraid to even talk about their boss going on an anti-trans tirade. Do they really care about trans rights? Or are they just lying for attention? Are they just gaslighting you? Don't worry, guys. I'm a good person. I'm a good person. Guys, no, I'm good. I'm good. No, I love the trans. Yeah, they're great. Yeah, no, I mean, everyone around me hates them, but, hey, no, I love you guys. Yeah. Anyway, with all that being said, let's get back into this shit.
I don't care about elections. Who cares about the Democrats? That isn't the point. The Republicans introduced over 600 bills against the LGBTQ community. That's because of elections. And over 70 of them have already passed.
Okay, so Republicans that have completely rigged the electoral system over the last, 300 years or so, right? Conservatives, Nazis, fascists, have basically controlled the government with very rare exceptions. You can make an argument that FDR was a rare, non-Nazi adjacent administration. You can make that argument. What about Harry Truman? Harry Truman won World War II, right? Yeah, by committing a genocide of Japanese people. So, hey, and also FDR threw Japanese people in concentration camps, right? So, this is a neo-Nazi country based on neo-Nazi values. It is foundational on the fascist ideology. This country was founded on fascism. Fascism runs through its veins. Right? But Cenk Uygur is saying, oh yeah, Republicans have totally controlled the process for decades, centuries, whatever. We know that, apparently. But all of a sudden, it's the trans people's fault. All of a sudden. Republicans have been using culture war garbage forever to try to fucking manipulate and lie their way into winning, quote unquote winning. But nope, it's the trans people's fault. In the 1960s, it's the black people's fault that Richard Nixon won. That's what people were saying in 1968. Richard Nixon won? Probably because the black people got the right to vote. And then, conservatives really don't like that. So really, when you think about it, if black people just weren't so uppity and they just stayed in their lane, maybe we'd have a Democrat in office in the 1968 election, right? That's this mindset. That's this argument.
You say, I don't care about winning and I don't care about elections. What you're saying is, I'm super selfish leftist activist and I'd like to build my clout. But meanwhile, I'm willing to
build my clout. This is what I hate about liars and gaslighters. Really. People advocating for civil rights and equal treatment, they're the ones in it for clout. So, in the same segment, right? In the same segment, the polls show you're unpopular. You're unpopular. No one likes you. No one likes you. That's what the polls show. But also, 1 minute later, you're doing it all for clout. I thought no one liked me. I thought I was unpopular. Now, all of a sudden, I'm in it for the clout? What? 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 1 minute we're unpopular, no one likes us. The next minute we're really popular and we're in it for the clout? What? And when someone is able to contradict themselves in such a stupid and goofy way in just the span of like 60 or 90 seconds, you know what that proves to you? That these people are fucking full of shit. They're full of shit. These are stupid fucking dickhead bitch face motherfuckers. Look at this stupid fucking asshole. Look at this dumb fascist fucking freak that some of you fucking people love to pretend to respect. And I'm sorry. And this goes to anyone who has a show on the Young Turks. I'm going on the war path to you motherfuckers. All of them. All of them. Fuck the Young Turks, motherfucker. Fuck all of them. All of them. I don't care about the good ones. I don't give a fuck about the good ones. The good ones, actually, I fucking hate them more than Cenk Uygur. Because at least Cenk Uygur
is being honest a little bit. He's being more honest, right? He could just say, I hate the fucking trans people and get it over with. Rip the Band-Aid off, right? But these other stupid fucking selfish cowards, they won't even stand up for their transgender coworkers who are having to deal with this shit. Because you know what? If you're trans at the Young Turks, you're exempt. You shouldn't have to deal with this shit alone. You shouldn't be alone. You shouldn't be forced to stand up for yourself in your workplace environment alone. It's not on you. It's on everyone else. It's on the allies. Where are the allies? I'm gonna turn my air conditioner on. It's getting a little hot in here. I was ranting and raving. Holy shit. Just a little break. I'm sorry, man. I'm done with these motherfuckers. Nina Turner, canceled. That's the only one I know. I know they got John Idarola. He seems like a chill dude. Until he fucking stands up and does something, canceled. There's a couple of other guys, people, I don't remember their names, to be honest. That, like, Richie guy, I don't really know. Canceled. Fuck all of them. Fuck all of them until they do something about this shit. And you know what? I don't give a fuck. Saying on your show, yeah, well, Jenk said something a little weird. I disagree. That's not enough. It's not enough. Do something. Action. Action. Action speaks louder than words. Well, you know, I mean, I just, you know, it's my boss, right? I just don't really agree with him. And, you know, well, action speaks louder than words. If you are affiliated with the Young Turks Network, words aren't enough. Words aren't enough. You got to unionize, get everyone on the same page, and publicly, as a group, denounce the fucking fascist freaks on the front page of your fucking network. Until then, you're garbage. You're not an ally. You're a trash can. You're a garbage can man, motherfucker. And I'm sick and tired of having to pretend, right? Because I know people in my audience watch these fucking clowns. These stupid fucking cowardly fucking freaks. And I'm not gonna pretend anymore that this shit is okay. I'm sorry, man. Go fuck yourselves. Because you have a localized sphere of influence and you are doing nothing about it. You have your paywall show has no effect on national fucking politics, dude. You have a show that people have to pay to watch. You're not affecting elections, you stupid motherfuckers. What you do have the ability to affect is how people in your audience feel about trans people, because the most popular motherfuckers on your network are making us look like shit. So that is what you have the ability to influence. You can't influence the fucking election in fucking Oklahoma, you stupid fucking asshole. You stupid fucking, like, I just can't with these motherfuckers. Oh, we're gonna talk about the news. Oh, by the way, the people on the front page of our website are acting like neo-Nazis on a near daily basis. Fuck the homeless people. Fuck Black Lives Matter. Fuck defund the police. Fuck trans rights. I'm afraid. I'm sorry. I'm afraid. Oh, I'm afraid to call them out. You're a little pussy. Go fuck yourself. Let's keep going.
Throw trans people and the entire LGBTQ community under the bus, knowing that these bills are...
So again, he's saying we're throwing ourselves under the bus. I guess we're committing suicide, I guess. I mean, hey, we do have a high suicide rate. Am I right? Wink. Right? So, but why? How are we doing that? Oh, because we want to have equal rights. We're throwing ourselves under the bus of wanting equal rights.
are gonna pass because we're laser focused on a losing issue.
Laser focused? I mean, when the fuck has the Young Turks been laser focused on trans rights? Let's be honest here. Let's be fucking honest here. When have any of these motherfuckers been laser focused on trans rights? Jesus fucking Christ. Give me a fucking goddamn break. These are class reductionist, neo-Nazi, national socialist fucking motherfuckers. Again, what is National Socialism, the foundation principle of the Nazi Party? Socialism for me, and kill everyone else and take their shit. I want free healthcare. I want student loan debt reduction. I want better infrastructure. I want better air quality. Oh, you're disabled? Get the fuck out of here. Pandemic's not real anymore. Oh, you're trans? Get the fuck out of here, selfish motherfucker. Oh, you're this, you're that. Oh, you're a black person who doesn't like the cops kill people like you all the time? Get the fuck out of here, defund the police. Get the fuck out of here, Black Lives Matter. These are Nazis that are lying to you, pretending to be left-wingers. And if you can't see that, and if you affiliate it, hey, what do we all say on the left? You got 10 Nazis at a table and 2 socialists, and they're all having a friendly conversation over drinks. How many Nazis are at that motherfucking table? You got 1,300 cops at a convention, and you got 12 truth sayers and peace activists, and they're all singing Kumbaya. How many motherfucking fascist pigs are in that fucking room? You got 1,312 of them, motherfucker. So tell me again about how the young, and I'm sorry, I don't want to pick on any specific people. I just genuinely don't know the names of these guys. I don't watch this shit. But tell me again about how everyone else at the network, they just disagree, man. They love trans people. They just disagree, man. They're afraid to, they're cowards, man. That's their defense. That's the defense of all these left-wing shows. I don't want to harp on like Nina Turner. I genuinely don't know anyone else on the network. That's their defense, is that they're little beta fucking cucks. They're losers and they don't give a fuck about you. That's their defense. That's their fucking defense. And if you watch these motherfucker shows, tell them this shit, tell them that, tell them, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Are you okay with this? Are you okay with your boss going on neo-Nazi rampages on a daily basis? Is the money that good? Motherfucker. If they did a public high-profile action against these motherfuckers, I guarantee you they would make the same amount of money, if not more. So it's not about the money. It's fundamentally these motherfuckers don't fucking care about you at all. They don't care about their transgender coworker. They don't fucking give a fuck. But what are they doing? I guarantee you these motherfuckers are texting their trans friends. Hey, man, I'm sorry, you know, it's just, I disagree, man. I mean, hey, you know. I guarantee you these motherfuckers with hundreds of thousands of subscribers that do these left-wing shows that are afraid to talk about the Young Turks. You remember when Jimmy Dore was going on his shit? And all these motherfuckers were like, well, you know, he's like, well, you know, Remember that? That's the same shit going on here. The same motherfuckers that took a year and a half to call out Jimmy Dore for being a neo-Nazi piece of shit scumbag are the same motherfuckers that are gonna take 28,516 fucking hour-long fucking, I don't even know what the fuck time, right? To fucking call out this neo-Nazi piece of shit. And at that point, it's already gonna be too late, motherfucker. So if you watch these guys, tell them. Share my video. It may be hard to watch. I don't know if any of these guys could watch my video. Share my thoughts, because I'm not. I know some of these guys follow me, right? And, you know, I'm not here to make enemies. But if I have to, I will. Okay? Because I, at this point, am going nuclear on these motherfuckers. Because I have spent a long time not touching on left-wing infighting drama, whatever. But you know what? If this is what the left is, I'm out. I'm out. This is not left-wing. This is some neo-Nazi shit. And if this fucking network is gonna claim to have left-wingers on, they gotta talk about this shit, man. And they gotta not just, oh, well, hey, everybody, welcome to my paywalled show that you spend $10 a month to watch that I do twice a week. Haha, yeah, man, Cenk really said something a little wacky. Haha, well, I'm glad you're paying the Young Turks and paying Cenk. Yeah, keep paying Cenk to watch my show where I say I disagree a little bit. Wow, I care about trans rights so much. Ooh, paywall, give me your money on the... Ooh. These fucking motherfuckers, dude. They don't give a shit about you. I'm sorry, man. They don't give a fuck. These left-wing podcasters don't give a fuck.
And by the way, you schmucks, you're falling exactly into the right-wing trap.
Oh, really, motherfucker? Again, I hate gaslighters. I hate liars. 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 Trans people wanting civil rights. We're falling into the trap by wanting civil rights?
The Republicans, they tried everything. They tried anti-gay stuff, it didn't work. They tried trans.
It did work. I got coffee dripping down my fucking mouth here. It did work. Gay marriage is going down. What are you fucking talking about? It didn't work. What? Gay marriage support is going down. Even among Democrats. What the fuck are you talking about? It doesn't work. The fuck? Like, are these motherfuckers like smoking crack? Like, honestly. Like, and I say this, I love drugs. I'm open to drugs. But like, the only possible explanation I can possibly come up with that isn't these guys are just becoming Nazis for money, because that to me is the Occam's razor, right? But like the second most likely outcome is that they're like addicted to cocaine or some shit and they're just going fucking crazy. Like, that's the only thing I can think of. And that's not to say that if you use cocaine, you go crazy, right? I'm not trying to say that if you use cocaine, you go crazy. Some people do though, right? Some people that have a propensity for being crazy, they go, they try cocaine, they try some other kinds of stimulant, and it just like all hell breaks loose. So it's not, you know, it's not everybody that does that, right? I'm not trying to say that if you use drugs that you're crazy. I'm not, because I use drugs, right? I'm a drug user. So, but how else would you explain this motherfucking behavior, man? I mean, Jesus fucking Christ.
His bathrooms, you remember that? Mm-hmm. That didn't work.
It did work. It did work. There are literally bills, I mean, laws all over the country. Bathroom laws. There are viral videos that pop out every day on TikTok of motherfuckers going into bathrooms and policing people. There was a video I watched of someone, like, some fucking TERF standing like this, you know, with the hands on the hips, right? Right outside the stall of someone who is, by the way, a cis woman who they thought was trans, saying, you know, like, imagine you're taking a shit, right? And you're wiping, and then you open the door and some freak is like standing right in front of you and is like, you're not really a woman. This is happening all over the fucking country. So tell me again how it didn't work, you stupid motherfucker. These guys don't give a shit.
Taking the transgender community out of the military. That didn't work. They drilled in until they finally found a little tiny nugget of like, hey, trans folks in like competitive sports seems a little.
So basically what he is saying is right-wingers control my brain. That's what he is saying. Right-wingers found a nugget of truth? What? Really? Oh, tell me more about this nugget of truth. This kernel that the right-wingers have found. Really?
A bit much. And you don't engage them in that fight. They lose on everything else. But idiot activists, yes, I just called you an idiot. Activists go in there and go, no.
At least he's being a little honest. These motherfuckers hate you. If you're trans, they fucking hate you. I mean, they've hated disabled people for a while. These people have been parroting the pandemic's over conspiracy theories for a long time. These guys are Nazis. Again, what is a Nazi? National Socialist. What does that mean? Kill everyone we don't like, take all their shit and live in luxury? Give me universal health care. Give me student loan debt. Give me better roads. Give me better air quality. Give me better water. Give me better food. Fuck the trans people. Fuck defund the police activists. Oh, you're black and you're afraid for your life because cops are militarized and patrolling the streets in your neighborhoods constantly? Well, fuck you. You shouldn't defund the police. Fuck you, idiot activists. Oh, you're afraid that cops might kill you because they killed your brother, they killed your father, whatever? Fuck you. Go fuck yourself, idiot activists. These are Nazis. I need you to understand. Cenk Uygur, Anna Kasparian are neo-Nazis. If you can't fucking see that shit, you're crazy. You're crazy. You have drunk the Kool-Aid. And also, again, I want to shout out the Majority Report. Where the fuck are they on this shit? Right? Like, where the fuck are they on this shit, man? That is the second largest left-wing news show on YouTube. Where the fuck are they? I don't know. Maybe they covered it, right? I'm just curious. I'm not, you know, I want to give people this opportunity, right? I'm not saying you have to come out against it immediately, but I mean, where the fuck are these guys? These guys are supposed to have solidarity for us. Where the fuck are they?
I'm going to fall right into that trap.
Anyway, so I got some more clips here.
these are some other snippets here that were sent to me by someone on Twitter. And I gotta figure out how to do this. So, again, if you want... Now, I know anyone who's going to make this argument has not watched this far into the video. How long has this been? Like 50 minutes? I don't know. But, like, if you think that this is, like, an out-of-context gotcha, maybe I'll make a follow-up on the full clip, okay? On the full video or whatever. But here's some other choice words that neo-Nazi stupid fucking... I'm getting carried away. Anna Kasparian has to say on Separate But Equal.
Sex exists. Gender and sex are two different things. Oh, I know, everyone's gonna freak out about that. But it's true. I don't know when they moved the goalpost and made it so gender and sex are the same, but they're not. So what I mean by that is people born male.
Who the fuck is they, motherfucker?
Have different physical capabilities on average compared to women. We're talking about weightlifting here.
Every human motherfucking being has differences in their biology, motherfucking stupid fucking dickhead. Stupid motherfucking dickhead. Everybody's got differences. Sports are inherently unfair. Sports should be about fun. Whatever happened to just playing kickball with the homies, dude? Whatever happened to that? Sports should be about fucking fun! Fun! Do you fucking assholes understand what the fuck this is? So, think about it. If sports aren't about fun, what are they about? They're about capitalism, infinite growth, being better than everyone else. Look at me, I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I'm better than you. Look how great I am. I'm better than you. That's not fucking fun. That's disgusting supremacist garbage. It's a racket. It's a scam. All of this shit is a fucking scam. They groom kids from a young age into thinking that the Olympics are the peak of the world. You ever see this shit? Look into this. I want you to look into this. Silver medals. People that went to the Olympics and got a silver medal. Look into this. They have some of the highest rates of depression and suicidality among all athletes. Because when you're an Olympic athlete, you have to be groomed from a young age. You have to train from a young age. Typically, you don't make that decision. Your parents force that on you. And your whole life, again, I've said this before, kids do not have an independent perspective on reality. They do not have an objective understanding of reality. Their reality is shaped by the parents. And if the parents are grooming them into becoming gymnastics professionals for the Olympics, guess what? That's what they're going to think matters. So they spend their whole life, and they finally get in to the Olympics. They're 19 years old. They're in their prime. They're going to the Olympics. And they get a silver medal. And then the sport, whatever it was that they practiced for, hey, 4 years from now, you're going to be past your prime. Your whole life. And all you have to show for it is that you lost. Look it up. Silver medals. Higher rates of depression than bronze medals. Third place. Higher rates of depression than people who just didn't even really rank. Professional sports are a scam. It's a scam. It's a fucking capitalist scam. Sports are about fun, motherfucker. It's about fun. It's about motherfucking fun. It's about having motherfucking fun. And also, I just want to be honest with you. What are women's sports? That's called having a participation trophy. Now, we can make an argument. Is it interesting to see who the fastest human being alive is? Who can run the fastest out of all the humans in the world and break records? That's interesting. Right? That's interesting. But guess what? Most men don't have the rare mutation that Michael Phelps has. So they're probably never going to get the record. Should we ban Michael Phelps? Or should we just go like, wow, humans are so interesting. Humans, like, look at Michael Phelps. He's got a rare genetic mutation that gives him an ability to swim further, longer distances with, less oxygen requirements, all that kind of stuff. Wow, isn't the human body amazing? Aren't the differences in all of us amazing? Instead of celebrating our differences, we're all trying to compete against each other when we're all different. I think it's cool that Michael Phelps was able to use a rare genetic mutation to do something interesting and break a record in a professional sport. I think that's cool, man. But does that mean everyone else deserves a participation fucking trophy? And they have to have their own made-up records? Because let's be honest, women's sports records are made up. Let's just be fucking honest. It's made up. It's made up. It's like having short people basketball. Now, again, if you want to have a women's sports league, for fun, to have, what was that word? Oh, fun. That's a whole different story. But when you start putting this fucking, like, fake, made up, wow, the most important thing in the world are sports records? When the records are already controlled by people that are genetic freaks? And I say that with all due respect. And even look at women's sports. There are cisgender women. What does cisgender mean? It means you were born a woman, identified as a woman, and you're like, all right, I'll stick with that. There are cisgender women that are banned from women's sports, and they can't participate in men's sports because they're women. But there are cisgender women that got banned from women's sports. Why? Because they're too manly. I shit you not. I shit you not. I shit you fucking not, man. You can look this up. Women's sports athletes, because of this shit that the neo-Nazi Karen, Anna Kasparian, and the neo-Nazi freak, Cenk Uygur, and all their neo-Nazi scumbag friends are promoting, cisgender women have been banned from women's sports for being too manly. Isn't that a little fucking fucked up? Isn't that a little fucking weird?
You're really going to pretend like there isn't an advantage when it comes to individuals who are born male?
Are we really going to pretend that there isn't an advantage to someone who goes through puberty 3 years earlier? Think about it. Think about it. Okay, Olympic athletes. If you go through puberty at the age of 9 or 10, right, and you're able to train that body for an additional couple of years, isn't that an advantage? What if someone goes through puberty at age 15 or 16? They have less time training their adult body to participate in the sports. So we ban people that go through puberty a little early? It's unfair. It's unfair. It's unfair. Oh my God, it's so unfair. Oh my God. Oh my God. So unfair. So unfair. How fucking dumb do you think I am that I'm gonna fall for this stupid fucking bullshit, man? Stupid fucking motherfuckers.
But the men still have other physical advantages. Like we maintain mass much better.
Mm-hmm.
And
so what is the pretext here? Trans women are men. That's what he is saying? Because there's no spectrum, right? All men are the same, all women are the same, and trans women are men. That's what Cenk Uygur is saying. Doesn't matter if you've been on hormones for 10 years. You're a man, bro. You're a manly man. But hey, everyone else on the Young Turks is going to pretend like nothing's wrong, right?
And to give you a sense of how unfair this is, that where she won in Canada with 275-pound bench press. I bench press 275. Okay, and that's not a big deal for a guy. I mean, it's okay, but it's not that big a deal. You're gonna put that in the women's division. I don't care.
Again, when a trans woman loses, no one gives a fuck. 99.9999999% of trans athletes lose. They lose. But if a trans woman wins, they're not even allowed to celebrate their victory. Think about how fucked up that is, man. Even if you win, you lose. How fucked up is that? You lose, you lose. You win, you lose.
how many hormone blockers you had. It's gonna make a difference, okay? And then the...
You know that Twitter meme you may be seeing? Sice is sorted, and then it's a photograph of a crack pipe. Just picture that in your mind for a moment.
Limited cases, they're not like instantly breaking every record like Trump is saying, right? But they're doing better than the average bear, okay?
Not true. Not true. Most transgender athletes lose.
Why don't you make them fight on losing ground? What? Yeah, what? Look, we have 1,000 winning issues. Paid family leave is at 84%. By the way, trans rights is at like 2/3 of the country saying yes.
Trans rights. People support trans rights, but also people don't support trans rights. Right? So 1 minute trans rights are popular, the next minute they're unpopular. What? What? When you live your life being a little cowardly little fucking beta freak who lets people walk all over you, you turn into this fucking clown. This neo-Nazi scumbag piece of shit. Every bully that's ever bullied Cenk, he's internalized that and he's agreed with the bully. If a bully says, you stink, Cenk Uyghur's gonna be like, oh, maybe I do stink. Because he's a stupid fucking coward. What kind of stupid fucking coward only fights for things that are popular? Do you listen to yourself, you stupid bitch? You stupid fucking bitch? Do you listen to the words that come out of your mouth? Clearly not. Stupid fucking bitch.
Why don't you fight on winning grounds? Trump tried to ban trans people from risking their lives to serve in the US military. That is winning ground for us. Nope, I don't want to fight on winning ground. I want to be an idiot and go, which way ground does Tucker Carlson want me to fight on? I'll go fight on that ground. Please.
Like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Like, I'm serious. Like, did Cenk Uyghur get COVID and is he having like a fever dream? Like, what the fuck? What? Republicans set the agenda. So Republicans say something, and then that's the left's fault? Republicans say, the trans people are in sports. Oh my God! And then the left says, okay. And then Cenk Uyghur says, fuck you, idiot leftists. What? What? Again, National Socialism. Socialism for me and my group, and kill everyone else. Fuck them. Fuck them. I mean, hey, I don't think black people should be killed by the cops for being alive, but should they really have the right to vote? That's the same mentality. Hey, I mean, should black people, you know, be killed on sight? Probably not, but like, should they be allowed in baseball? I mean, look how big they are. That's the same argument. Separate, but equal. Hey, I don't hate everybody. Gay people are fine, you know, but as long as they're not near my kids, am I right, people? Up top, boo! That's what they're doing at the Young Turks pre-show meetings. They're high-fiving. Yeah, fuck the trannies. Woo! Woo! Yeah, fuck the trannies. Woo! That's them at their production meetings.
Learn politics. Otherwise, get off of Twitter and do something productive with your lives. Become a plumber or something, or
Oh, right, yeah, become a plumber. Oh, you're fighting for trans rights? That's a waste of fucking time. Go be a plumber. Are you talking to a mirror, bro?
dentist. Do something useful. Thanks for watching the Young.
Are you doing, like, what? So I'm sorry, man. Fuck these guys. If you enable the Young Turks, you are the same motherfuckers that when the Gestapo would march through the streets and round up Jewish people, you would run and hide. Oh, I'm not going to stand in solidarity with people that are being discriminated against. I'm going to run away. Hey, when you really think about it, it's the Jewish people's fault. They shouldn't have taken so much money or whatever the fuck other conspiracy theory.
When you really think about it, it's the gay people's fault that there was a genocide during the AIDS crisis. It's really their fault. It's not Ronald Reagan's fault. It's not everyone else's fault for ignoring them. No. It's the gay. You shouldn't have been gay, guys. Man, come on. Should have all gone to been a plumber, bro. Anyway, anybody on the Young Turks network, fuck them all. Fuck them all. I don't give a shit how many times they say, yeah, you know, trans people, yeah, I mean, they're okay, I guess, you know, I like trans people. So anyway, keep paying Cenk Uygur to access my show where I talk about, yeah, trans people are all right. Fuck them all. Fuck them. I don't even know, like, let me just look up their website. Do they have a list of their shows? Maybe I'll just, like, fuck them. How many people are on this fucking network? I don't even know anymore. Alright, they got a shows page. Alright, Damage Report. Fuck them. Indisputable. Fuck them. The Watch List. Fuck them. Unbossed. Yeah, okay, Nina Turner. You're unbossed. Fuck them. Who else is on here? Alright, there you go. Fuck them all. Bunch of garbage. Where's the solidarity? There is none. Go fuck yourselves.